1877 cars for kids. Yeah, the most annoying fucking commercial ever made. 1877 cars for kids. 1877 cars for kids. Donate your car today. 32 times I hear this commercial. Finally, when I got back to Boston, what do you think I did? I donated my car. And I got to tell you something, though. I felt good about it. I felt like I did something to help people from my heart. Now, the company I was leasing the car from, not happy. And now, we've all seen that commercial on TV, heard it on the radio. They are now asking, have you seen this? They're asking for unused property and real estate. Have you seen this? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, honey, you know our little beach view cottage we have on Lake Winnipesaukee? Let's donate it to the kids. Yeah, maybe they'll stop playing that fucking annoying commercial. Wow. But I got to tell you something, and I'm going to tell you something, and I'm not a political guy, but I really believe that the politics today is, who was hurting? It's hurting the little kids. Because they listen and they absorb everything, these kids, and you never know when it's going to come out. True story. My daughter has one of those mailboxes in front of the house. The mailman comes up, puts the mail in it, the post box out in front. Somebody ran over her mailbox outside and drove off. The whole family goes outside. My daughter's freaking out. Oh, my God, I can't believe it. They knocked over our mailbox. Oh, my God, I wonder who could have did this. And my 6-year-old grandson said, I think it was a liberal. Same kid, I gave, true story, 2 weeks ago, I gave him $20, right? And he runs off. She comes back 2 minutes later. I go, what'd you do with the money? He goes, it's in the closet. I go, what do you mean it's in the closet? I'm hiding it from the IRS. I go, 6 years old. Are you shitting me? But let's face it, these kids today are so smart, and it's amazing. They always have an answer for everything. And the world is much different today. And just to give an example, when my kids were young, and I think we could all agree, when our kids were young, the very first thing in their lives, that was a big thing, was the baby's first step. Remember that? Baby's first step. Oh, my God. The baby took his first step. You'd call everybody up, all the relatives. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, little Joey took his first step. Oh, my God, 13 months. Today it's different because of technology. Now you see a 6-month-old kid crawling. He sees a phone on a little coffee table. Now the kid gets the phone. What's the first thing he does? Right? And now, oh, my God, look at little Joey. Took his first swipe. 6 months old, his first swipe. And these kids today, you know what I'm talking about. They all got phones. They all got their own phones. It's like, you shitting me? I go to visit my grandson, 3.5. He's got his own phone. And all of a sudden I see him. He's doing this. I go, Nicole, what is he doing? She goes, look at him. Isn't he cute? He's texting. I go, who's he texting? She goes, check your phone. I check my phone. Change me. Everybody's texting. People who swore they would never. Great grandmothers are now texting. You see them. They got the phone in their hand. They can't even see the letters. The glasses go up. They start pushing buttons. I go, look at Nonna. Nonna's texting. Who is she texting? I check my phone. Change me. But they're all these kids today. I got to tell you a true story. So I'm babysitting my 2.5-year-old grandson. And it was the cutest thing. I'm watching him play by himself. And it was the cutest thing to watch this little kid playing with army men. Now, no kid today, you ever see a kid today play with army men? Never. But here he was, 2.5, an army man in this hand, and an army man, and he's doing this. I said, look how cute that is. He's using his imagination. No video games, no PlayStation, just his imagination. All of a sudden, 2.5, he does this. Fuck you. So I go, I go, Anthony, you can't say that. He goes, I didn't. He did. I'm like, is that the greatest answer I have ever heard? This kid's got to go to Harvard or MIT or Malden High School. I don't give a shit, one or the other. And the 15-year-old goes into the bathroom. He's in there 8-10 minutes. He comes out. My daughter goes, did you wash your hands? He goes, no. She goes, you got to wash your hands. He goes, why should I? I'm not an employee. Of course, my daughter had her third son, her third boy, and I feel bad for the third one because of his name, he's already labeled. You know what they named the third one? Are you ready for this? Third one, labeled. Marco Rosario Cerundolo. Holy shit. Can you imagine this kid's first day at kindergarten? Teachers going over the roll call with the two. Stephen Smith, Joey St. James, Peter Murphy. Marco Rosario Cerundolo. Here I am, miss. What do you want me to say? I don't give a shit. Doesn't bother me. No, I'll do what you want, miss. I'll sit over there. I'll sit over there. You tell me what you want me to do. I'll do. Okay, miss? And by the way, anybody bothers you, you tell me. You know why, miss? Because I'm Marco Rosario Cerundolo. Hey, miss. You guys are fantastic. Give yourselves a big round of applause. We got a great show. Great show. This next gentleman coming to stage is absolutely one of my favorite, one of my dear friends. And ladies and gentlemen, very proud to say that he was just inducted to the Rhode Island Comedy Hall of Fame. So give him a big round of applause. Yeah. And keep it going. Mr. John Parada, everybody.
Give it up for Johnny Peasy. Give it up for Johnny Peasy. Great to be here at the Music Room. The Music Room. I'm from Providence, Rhode Island. You ever been there, sir? I left 6 days ago with a compass. This is like Survivor for me, sir. I'm staying in his basement tonight. I appreciate you doing that, sir. You're a big dude like me. What's your name, brother? Ken. These people back there, if Ken farts, you're going right through the door. Watch out. Do you work, Ken, or you just go to Wendy's like me and beep the horn? What do you do? What kind of work do you do? Commercial fisherman. I have nothing for that, but thanks for coming. Are you married? Where'd you guys meet? So she was slicing cold cuts for you. And that's how you met. I like asking couples where they met. I was at a show recently. This couple met at a wake. I couldn't believe this, right? They were standing in line at a wake. They hit it off. They've been married 12 years. True story. So I've got an open marriage. I've been hanging around the funeral parlor in my house. I walk around a martini. I mingle with the ladies. I tell them I'll be here Tuesdays, 2 to 4 and 7 to 9. Great place. You're looking at me, nice girl. This guy, table for 4 by himself. My ex-father-in-law, great to see you. It's a great place to meet girls. Me and you'll go this week, brother. We'll just hang around the funeral parlor, see what happens. Worst comes to worst, we'll just mingle with the dead people, right, brother? Now, do you work, sir? You look like a bookie from where I'm from, Federal Hill and Providence. I look at you. I want to bet $269, dollar straight, dollar box, buddy. Are you actually a bookie? I know you're Italian. I saw a hand hanging out of your trunk, so I know you're Italian. And then we got those people in the back. They're afraid we're going to pick on them. How you guys doing? The energy way back there, you guys full of life. They look like a Tupperware party waiting to break out. Look at these guys. Guys back there, you know, even though I can't get to you, you guys look like a party I did last New Year's Eve at the Cedar Crest Nursing Home. Look at these guys back here. I want to make you guys feel at home. B12. Guy's got Bingo on one number. He's on Prozac. They look like a casting call for Cocoon 2. How you guys doing? Where you guys in from? Dennis? Well, I haven't been to Dennis lately. Have you been to Dennis, brother? What do you do for work, brother? You're really a bookie? So you're also a contractor for the mob, so you could kill me in a minute. So I better watch out, man. But, the pandemic was tough. I gained some weight. It's not easy. I've been on a diet. So you got to have a cheat night, though, when you're on a diet, right? So the other night, the wife goes to bed, 9 o'clock. Perfect night. I'm going to go on one of these apps, Uber Eats, DoorDash. Are you good with those apps? I'm not too good with them. I wound up on this app, Grinder. All I wanted was a small tuna and provolone. They sent over 3 guys in their underwear. If you don't know, the Grinder is an app where you meet guys. I had no clue, sir. They're still on my porch if you want to come over later and get rid of them for me. Now, you hear me talk, you think I'm full-blooded Italian. Everybody said, this guy, you sound like a real Guido, right? I'm actually Irish, Italian, and Polish, right? I eat like an Italian, I drink like an Irishman, and I think like a Polak. So I got some serious issues going on. You, sir, you're full of life, too. Where you from? What is this, a dentist reunion night? So this is a dentist reunion night at the music room. Everybody from Dennis is coming. Nobody from West Yarmouth is here. They're all coming from Dennis. Is anybody not living in Dennis? Just this guy right here. You look like, I like the goatee. You look like a salesman for Zigzag, buddy. I haven't smoked pot in years. Look at you. I've been rolling joints with the bookie outside. Now, you guys, who are you married to? You're married to, how long you guys been married? 49 years. Give him a round of applause. Wow. I'll be married 8 times by then. 49 years. What was your wedding song? A couple of guys playing spoons, or? My wedding song, the first time, Always and Forever. She was always a bitch and forever a nag. Let me tell you. I've been married 3 times. It's a long story. My first ex-wife, I met her in alcohol rehab. Nice Italian girl. I know there's going to be a couple of Italian girls here tonight. Where are you? Because there they are. I tripped right into a can of hairspray in the parking lot, so I know you're here. And but my first ex-wife, geez, I remember one night in particular, we had a lot of fun. We were dating. We were driving down Route 95 doing LSD, early 80s, true story. Pulled over to the side of the road. We got out of the car. We slow danced in the breakdown lane to the Moody Blues, Nights in White Satin. Great tune. I don't know where the cops were that night, but one car pulled up behind us. A guy got out with a raincoat on. I didn't know who he was then, but I know tonight, Attorney Jim Sokoloff. Just came up to us and said, what do you need? He was with him in the back with 3 mackerels, this guy right here. But we wound up, my ex-wife had a lot of problems. She was a manic depressive. I'm a thoughtful guy. For a wedding present, I gave her a friggin' mood ring. Remember the mood rings? That time of the year would turn blue-gray, I'd run out of the house. But what else can I tell you? The one thing I miss about her, we had a phenomenal sex life. You got to use your imagination. My ex-wife was epileptic, and I have asthma. Now, those are 2 serious medical conditions if you got them. But if you put them together with a little bit of wine, you're going to have a real good time. I'll tell you right now. Every once in a while, somehow, we magically time it just right, reach our sexual climax together, and my ex-wife would have an epileptic seizure out of an asthma attack. We're like 2 spastic cheer pets from Dennis, let me tell you. What an orgasm. We're bouncing all over the house. My neighbors are sitting in front of the house in lounge chairs eating popcorn. My ex-mother-in-law came through in an oxygen tank. Have you ever made it in the bookie? Have you ever made it an asthmatic girl? How about a couple of epileptic girls? You don't know what you're missing, brother. Go with the girls with the health conditions. I mean, you know, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. Are you married, brother? Or did you put her in a wood chip or what happened? The bookie. I don't want to be in this anymore. She's getting grinded up tomorrow. How long were you married? 15 years. You should have hung in there 5 more years, got the pension, and got out. That's what you should have did. My first marriage lasted 7 months, so the wedding song Always and Forever, not a good choice. But we wound up getting divorced. And, you know, she wanted it. I couldn't believe it. She wanted to get an annulment. She wanted to, that's when you erase the marriage like it never happened. I was kind of upset. But then when it came through, I went home. I popped on the wedding video. I put it in reverse. We're walking out of the church. Beautiful thing. I watch it once a week. Just it makes me feel good. You know what I mean? And then she was Italian. And then I met my second ex-wife, another beautiful Italian girl. I keep marrying Italian. I love big Italian weddings. So I had another one, the annulment, so I could have another one in the church, the whole 9 yards. It was great. And my second wife I met while standing in line at the Registry of Motor Vehicles in my hometown. By the time we left the building that day, she was pregnant. We registered for Le Mans classes. The Fisherman. Have you ever had sex at the registry? The great. Listen, go there with a van with your wife Tuesday. Pick a number, any registry in the country. Go out to your van, 3 hours, have some wine, cheese and crackers. You guys fool around. Your hair will be all messed up. And you go in and get your license picture. Registry sex, right, brother? The bookie knows. Some of the best sex in the world, right? Have you ever done it in a van at the registry, sir? Has this man ever touched you inappropriately? The Fisherman, you never know. He might be that way. But do you date at all, sir? You got anything going on? You should go on one of those. I went on that site a while back. Bumble, you ever go on that? I got stung. It's not too good, brother. Have you ever anybody meet on a dating site? You guys are older now, but they had anybody, the girls, anybody meet on a dating site? I went on Plenty of Fish once. I dated this man for 6 months. He's a nice guy. I really love him. Are you guys brothers? You kind of look alike. No. You guys are fun. We're going to blow dry your head later, sir, on the side, just before the band comes on. It won't take long. We'll just do a quick blow on each side. The bookie will be with you, rubbing your back. What's your first name, brother? Dennis. You're from Dennis? From Dennis. So this is the total Dennis night. What, are all the guys named Dennis? How many Dennises live in Dennis? They're all here tonight. It was a special at the music room. You get half price if your name is Dennis on Dennis night here in the music room. Your name is Dennis too? Are you a man? Everything goes today. Who knows? You don't know who's who today. You know what I'm saying? And do you work? What do you do? What did you do? You were a court officer, all right? Have you seen this man before? His name is Dennis from Dennis, and he's a bookie. I'm sure you've seen him at one time or another. You were a court officer. You'll have this. I retired 4 years ago, worked for the state of Rhode Island 36 years. What do you think I did, brother? I wasn't a fisherman. What do you think I did? Law enforcement. Yeah, I was a correctional officer at the high security prison in Cranston, Rhode Island. Great place to work as a comic. I had a captive audience. Right? Think about it, right? These guys are not going anywhere. I tell them a new joke. If they didn't laugh, I really didn't give a shit. You can go from cell to cell. If you can make a guy doing life without parole laugh for 10 minutes, you're having a killer set. Let me tell you. Great place. I spent days at the prison with the mob. It was a lot of fun. Then I went home with the Italian wives. I was surrounded by crazy people, Italians. You know what I mean? Are you Irish? What are you? She's not even sure. You're on lithium. You're just sitting there. You're all right. The guy next to you, Harry Potter after the 20th sequel. How you doing, sir? What's your name, brother? You're not Dennis. Don't tell me your name is Dennis. Every guy in here is named Dennis. I'm going to change my name to Dennis for tonight, man. This guy's walking away. I don't want nothing to do with this. His name is Joe. That's why. Do you work, Dennis Jr.? What do you do? What do you sell? Hooks to this guy? The fisherman? Technology. I don't know anything about technology. The bookie. How do you book? Do you use technology? What do you do? Pencil and paper. You're old school, brother. Every time I look at you, I want to eat veal palm off your neck. I got a food fetish, brother. I can eat meatballs off your back. I'm 64 now. I take Viagra and my finger gets big. That's it. Nothing happens. So you and I, brother, I got erectile dysfunction too. What's your first name again? Dennis? Dennis, I want to tell you, Dennis, I'm not gay, but if they told me, John, you got to do one guy tonight and take him to Dennis, and his name's got to be Dennis, you would be the guy I would do right here. You would be the guy. You're a bookie. We'll have a lot of fun. Did you ever think when you woke up tomorrow morning you'd have a 300-pound comedian on top of you from Providence? You'd be gasping for air, begging for me to get up. I'm diabetic. It takes me a long time. Could take as long as 3 days. You'll be rubbing hot oil on my neck, talking dirty to me. The fisherman will be by the bed with a pole. His wife will be on a nightstand, dancing in a thong. We'll have a good time. This guy will be there putting a diaper on me. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to get some Velcro, Dennis. I'll put you on a wall. I'll rip you off. We'll have sex once in a while. Then I'm going to get a canvas. I'm going to put you down. This dude's going to throw a can of latex paint on you, and then the fisherman's going to roll your ass. Have you ever had your ass rolled, Dennis? You're a bookie. Have you ever had your ass? It's kinky. I want to tell you right now. See, I've been married so many times, Dennis, that I got to fool around with guys. It mixes it up. You know what I mean? I'm in a swingers thing with my wife. I invite people over after the show. I'm in Providence. You guys come. We put the lights off. Wake up in the morning. Everybody's got their socks on, and that's it. And whatever happens, Dennis, happens. You could be booking numbers, whatever you want to do. I can't wait to imagine me and this guy in a waterbed back in the 70s. The thing would burst. It'd be like a tsunami, brother. I love you. How about that lady you're rubbing your nose? What are you doing? What's your? Is she on something? What do you do? What's your name? What is it? Dawn? And what do you do? What do you rub him down with oil? What do you do? You're an analyst. All right, I want to talk to you after the show. I want you to analyze me and see what's wrong, because there's something wrong. But everything's wrong. My second ex-wife, though, I did meet at the registry, had 2 beautiful kids with her, and I'll never forget one night my 6-year-old son comes running in the bedroom. He screams at the top of his lungs, 3 a.m., where's my red Tonka truck? We jumped out of bed a mile, and that's when my ex-wife, full-blooded Italian girl, got a haircut in a friggin' ceiling fan. Did you ever see an Italian girl spinning around a ceiling fan? I panicked. I called 911. They sent the Avon lady. She had her nails done. This crowd is electric. I got to tell you guys. I feel like I'm at a Tupperware party waiting to break out. You guys are fun. Do you feel the energy? I don't. The dentist night with the dentist guys. What do you do, man? What did you do? Human resource. What kind of job? Me and the chubby guy show up Monday. What can you give us? We get out of breath like in 3 minutes. So we can't lift anything. We can walk from here to a chair. Just put us in a chair, right, brother? We'll just sit down, right? And I'll be fooling around with him. You don't mind, do you, sir? That's all right. You don't give a shit what I do with him. How many kids you got, brother? 3. How old are they? Those are my friggin' Keno numbers. Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? I can't believe it. I play those with the bookie every week. Are you kidding me? How about the ladies at the bar? What's your name, the first lady? Lady number 1, what's your name? What do you do, Michelle? You're a teacher. Can you watch me on Wednesdays? I have a lot of issues. The rest of the week I got covered, but Wednesdays the bookie's not around, my friend's not around, and you can come, all right, with me. What do you teach? Severe special needs. Well, I'll fit right into your program. I will fit right in. How about lady number 2? I can't see you good. What's your name? Kathy, what do you do? You're a lawyer. Put your hands against the wall. What do you do? Criminal? Divorce? You do divorce. Now I meet you. After I had 2 divorces, now I meet her. But my second ex-wife, we wound up divorced, and a few years went by, and that was the end of that. You know, that was the end. I was all done. And anybody divorced besides me? The bookie's been divorced. So we wound up. That was it. A few years go by. She calls me one day. This is kind of a true, real life, kind of funny story. She calls me up and says, "John, they told me to get my affairs in order. I have 2 rare lung diseases." She was having trouble breathing. She said, "I got a year to live." So being a nice guy, Dennis, being a nice guy, all the dentists to all of you, being a nice guy, I said, "I'm going to go, the kids out, can you come back, Dad, and help?" They were teenagers. So I go back to help her. A year goes by. She's on the transplant list at Cleveland Clinic in Ohio, Boston, Brigham and Women's. A year goes by. She took a turn for the worse, wound up on total ECMO life support at Rhode Island Hospital. Doctor came over from Boston, evaluated her. They called Cleveland Clinic. Cleveland Clinic flew a medical jet out, and they came and got her. She went to Cleveland. I went the next day. I get there. The doctor says, "John, your ex-wife, I can't give you hope where there's no hope. She's got a 2% chance of survival." So a week goes by, and now the doctor tells me we have to take her off life support tomorrow, and that's going to be it. You could be in the room or not. My daughter was there. It was a very, very tough situation. 2:30 in the morning, the phone rings. They told me, unfortunately, someone passed away, but miraculously, it's a perfect match to your ex-wife. We're going to operate in the morning. The next morning, they operated. They saved her life. And 9 years later, she's still here today, my ex-wife. 9 years later. It was a miracle. It was a miracle. So I'll never forget Dennis. I never forget. I went in the recovery room, and she got up off the table, and the first thing I thought to myself, the child support will continue. And then I'm saying to myself, this is the ex-wife that won't die. She's like Freddy Krueger, Jason, Mike Myers, Friday the 13th. So what did I do before I retired? Because I'm a good guy, I remarried her. She became my 3rd wife. She was also my 2nd wife. So she married me twice. She's nuts, and I married her twice. What do you make of that, Dennis? Can't keep. That's why at night I go around and doing guys and like Dennis, and you know what I mean. She doesn't care. I bring Dennis home later. He's a bookie. I'll introduce you to her. She'll be in bed. Then we'll go downstairs. All right, Dennis. This guy's into this, you know. You know how many times I do a show? I go to my car. The guys are waiting for me. They're into it. They're into it, especially in Dennis. I think you guys are all swingers. I think this is going to be a big night where you guys will get a van. You guys all come to my house in Providence for a week. We'll just fool around all week. We'll drink wine. We'll have fun. Would you like that, sir? Wait, what do you got going on this week? What do you work? What do you do? You're a painter. Well, you're going to paint his ass. Come with us. Get cut him in on the waterbed. You know, just cut around him and roll his ass. Instead of him, he's a fisherman. He's going to do a lousy job. I'm sure you paint. You'll do a good job on Dennis, right? What do you paint, brother? Condos? What do you paint? Businesses? What do you do? Everything? Anything. Can you go out and paint his car? I'll give you $100. Just throw a can of paint on it and walk away. He's not going to care. He's a nice guy, right? Just put it through the insurance. You probably got it all fixed up already, brother. But you guys have been a lot of fun. I'm going to leave you with this. I'm born and raised in Providence, Rhode Island. And when I traveled doing comedy, I was out in New York and Boston. the comics here from Providence, the first thing they say, corruption. They say Rhode Island's a corrupt state. I'm tired of hearing it. My home state, great state. I love it. It's also a very slippery state, not because of the weather. Every 2.5 minutes, somewhere in my hometown, someone slips and falls, goes on workers' comp for 22 years. Right? And I got to admit, I've been on comp in the past. I have not worked a full summer since '87. My next-door neighbor, he thought I was a school teacher. You guys are electric. Give it up for the people in the back. I think they're starting to come to life. Give it up for all the dentists, the Italian lawyer. Great to be here at the music room. Thanks a lot, guys. Back to Johnny Peasy. Thank you, guys. Johnny Peasy's coming out. Well, he's not coming out. I'll do another 20 minutes. Johnny Peasy's coming up. Give him a round of applause. Johnny Peasy.
Thank you, buddy. How about it for John Parada, everybody? So I've been trying actually for probably 20 years to get back into shape, which I never was. And I got the pot belly. And I asked people, what can I do to get rid of the pot belly? And it's been the same answer for 100 years. Diet and exercise. What's that? And no beer. Diet and exercise. So for exercise, 10 years ago, I joined Planet Unfitness. And in 10 years, I've gone to Planet Unfitness 3 times. Do you know why? It's only $10 a month. You don't give a shit. You don't miss it. I get ready. I put the gym shorts on, little tank top. I'm getting ready. I go, fuck it. It's only $10. But if it was LA Fitness, $360 a year, I'd be on a treadmill at 2 in the morning going, I'm going to get my money's worth. I don't give a shit. A friend of mine stopped by my house a couple of weeks ago. I answered the door. He takes one look at me. I'm sweating. I am out of breath. He goes, oh, my God, look at you. Look at you. You're sweating. You're out of breath. What a workout you must have had. What'd you do? I said, what did I do? I clipped my fucking toenails. That's what I did. Yeah, that's a workout, okay? You got 10 toes, 9 of them are perfect. Then you got that one toenail that's kind of going underneath. You have to be one of the Wallenders to try to get at it. See, you got to contort myself. And, hey, here's my clipper. Fucking give me a spot here, will you please? Take care of that. Because, you know, as a guy, I want to ask a question. Have you ever had a pedicure? Of course. Oh, you have? Oh, gee. Oh, hi. I tell you, most guys have never had a pedicure. Have you ever had a pedicure? That's a man right there. That's a man right there. He's a man. I don't know. But that's the women's big secret. They'll say to you, honey, I'm going to the mall. They're getting a pedicure. And I've had a pedicure, and I got to tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, the greatest thing, you have to have one. You have to get one. Oh, my God, I had this little Taiwan woman lathering with nice and cream and rubbing my feet, and she was doing this. My foot was like an inch from her nose, and she was going like this. I'm like, my foot is getting jerked off right now. This is amazing. Talk about happy endings, just like this. Oh, it was fantastic. You got to get it. Got to get the pedicure, my friend. Yeah, sir. Yeah, you got to get the pedicure. We got to get him a discount. I think actually we have coupons here. That's one of your gifts as you leave the music room. We give you a coupon for a pedicure. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're in the seats with the belt buckles, put them on. This next gentleman's going to take you for a ride. You've seen him on TV. You've seen him in the movies. As a matter of fact, he's been filming a movie in Provincetown for the past 3 weeks called The Art Thief. Yeah, you know what that movie's about. The Isabella Gardner Museum. Art Theft had a fantastic part. And now he's back down the Cape filming another movie. And tonight, he's here for you at the music room. Please welcome Mr. Lenny Clarke, everybody. Let him know. All right, so Lenny's he's tied up. Yeah. Yeah, come on. Yeah, I gave you a nice intro.
Johnny Peasy, can you believe it? And now you people in the back, if you want to come down and sit with us, please feel free. I'm serious. I mean, these VIP seats, they're not fucking coming. I think they're dead. Well, I'm glad to be here at the music room in West Yarmouth. Right? If I do good here, who knows what's next? Maybe fucking East Yarmouth. And you're a small crowd. There were more people in my fucking kitchen when I left the house tonight. I swear to God, no, I'm glad. Thank you for coming down. This is a Johnny Peasy production. This fucking guy, you never know what you're going to get. And then I don't know when I'm going on and whatever. Hey, I'm happy to be here because I'm married. I'm just glad to be out of the fucking house. I really am. No ITs. I've been happily married for 37 years. 5 different women, but I'm no quitter. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know we all have good days and we all have bad days. Whenever I have a bad day, I don't take it out on nice people like you. What I do is I get a bottle of whiskey, twist up a couple of joints, go to a cemetery, walk around smoking and drinking, say, what the hell? I'm doing better than everybody here. And you look upset. So I don't do drugs. I don't. I mean, I did cocaine once for like 9 years, but I only did it so I can learn the metric system, you know. Some of you, you're catching every joke, and the rest of you, you're like fucking dogs watching TV. You're having fun, but you're not sure why. It's all right. I got a big finish. At the end of my act, I twist my dick into a balloon animal, and I hop from table to table. The children seem to love it, you know. Hey, John, can I get a water? Maybe? I didn't know it was coming up, and I'm going to be here for a while, evidently. And, no, it's okay, you know. I'm so happy to see such a good-looking crowd because you really are attractive people. And not one of you said thank you. Well, fuck you all. How's that? What, is people stopping you in the street telling you how good you look today? I just gave you a compliment. Some people don't even have the common courtesy to be a phony fucking friend. But me, I told you, I said, look, I mean, without the mask, you can see what people look like now. Oh, thank you. Hey, Bobby, thank you. All right. You know, that's a sound guy, you know. This is the music room. They actually have people who do fucking music and rap. And all, honest to God. Obviously, it's not a fucking comedy room. But if I ever get into rap or shit, yo, bitch, you know what I mean? I know, I do the best I can, you know. You all right? You look like you're pissed. They made you come tonight, didn't they? No, it's all right. I want you to have fun. I do. I really do. Life's too short. A midget told me that just as I backed over in a rental car. You know. Oh, that's right. You can't say midget, but I can say rental car, right, Jim? Look, a rental car, a midget. Any midgets here? I can't see because there's this fucking highway light right in my face. Hi, how are you? Good. Nice to see you, too. All right. Oh, thank you. But you can't say midget. What are you supposed to call them? Little people, yes. But who tells you to do that? The woke people. All these fucking woke people. I'm so woke, I'm going to take a nap after this show. But I love midgets. They're adorable. They always look like they're in a hurry, you know. And I have a couple midget friends, you know, I take out drinking. Last call, I put them up, they go by kicking drinks up. But we tip big, so we always get invited back, you know. But midgets don't give a shit if you call them midgets. They know they're midgets. They've been midgets all their life. It's not like you're out drinking going, oh, you fucking midget. What? I'm a midget? Ah! You know, they get a high-powered rifle, getting I'll kill you, you tall prick. They don't give a shit. Just don't rub their head. They hate that. Now, what happened? And I know what I'm talking about. I'm not just making this shit up because I fucked a midget one night. I did, yeah. I'm not proud of it. I was drunk. I was lonely. I was on the road. I want to see what it felt like to be a giant. You know, oh, Lenny, you're so big. Yes, I am, you midget whore. Call your friends. I'll run you through like a shish kebab. I am Kong. You know, you got to make it fun when you travel, I guess. Wow. This is not the act I had planned. But it seems to be working okay for some of you. And I do like you folks. I do. People think comedians are always in a good mood. There's a bluebird on my shoulder. Get off my fucking shoulder, you know. I try to be happy. I do, you know. I mean, I think I haven't seen any cops down here since I got to the Cape. They must be all home. You know? Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, well, I didn't see any on the way down. I mean, they'll probably be out there on the way back because we're all fucking drinking. They're always there then. Don't drink and drive. Don't drink and drive. Don't drink and drive. How the hell are we going to get any place? I'm like me. How many need a drink in order to drive because you're nervous wrecks worried about some Kennedy smashing into your fucking car? Oh, yeah. Oh, the Kennedys. Oh, fuck the Kennedys. They're all done. They don't give a shit about you people. Not like I do. Come on. The Kennedys, do you ever go down to their place in Hyannis? Huh? No. They never invite you down. They suck. Let me tell you about the Kennedys. I think we should discuss this right now. Because I'm Irish, and I mean, Irish, nice people, the Irish, but not the brightest ones in the bunch. I mean, come on, we were nearly wiped out by a potato famine. How stupid do you have to be to nearly lose your entire race to a fucking potato? Oh, Sean, there's no potatoes. How will we live? I got an idea, Mother. Well, that would be the river dance, but this is carpeting, and the river dance, the Lord of the Dance, he's just another big faggot. But, you know, right. And there's another word I can't use. Faggot. You can't say faggot anymore. Evidently, it's offensive to the faggot community. Now, what happens? Well, no. When I was a kid, they called me a faggot. They called me a faggot. I said, hey, I'm a faggot. You know, I didn't know. It was a funny word. I didn't even know what it meant. Hey, I'm a fag. He's a fag. She's a fag. Pass the potatoes, Ma, you faggot. You know, and then a kid was stealing my bike. Don't steal my bike, you faggot. My father came out of the house. Leonard, don't you call that boy a faggot. He's just a queer, you know, because my father was a big-hearted guy, you know what I mean? And I don't care. A woman said to me the other day, said, are you gay? I said, lady, I'm not even fucking happy. Get off my back. But I don't care. I really do. You know, people say, how do you feel about gay marriage? I go, great. Why should we be the only ones that fucking suffer? Come on in. Oh, yeah, I mentioned I was married. My first marriage was really interesting because I'm a white Irish Catholic kid from Cambridge, Massachusetts, and I married a red-headed Jewish girl from Birmingham, Alabama. Oh, thank you so much for that awkward fucking silence. That's okay. You should have seen my dad. What, you're marrying a Jew? Call your uncle, wake him up. You shit, get him on the phone. Honey, he's marrying a Jew. Yeah. And, I mean, I loved her. I was Irish. She was Jewish. I think if we have kids, they'll drink a lot, but they'll buy the liquor wholesale, you know? And for some of you people in here that could be Jews, because there's not a lot of Jews in the winter down here. I read about that in the L'Chaim magazine or something that comes out. I was in the dentist office. And no. I'm not. I don't want you to think for 1 minute I'm anti-Semitic, Semitic, whatever those people are that have a hard on against you just because you're Jews. Nothing could be further from the truth. I am Lenny Clark, friend of the Jews. I married a Jew. I was in the tribe. I know your secrets. Don't fuck with me. I'll expose you. Now, she was also a Playboy model and a cocaine dealer. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So that you find funny, the cocaine dealer. Yeah. No, that's right. But the Playboy model, all of you just, you were married to a Playboy model? Yes, I was. Because at the time, I was filthy rich. And you'd be amazed how attractive you become when you're filthy rich. You know, it's like the old guy at Foxwoods who goes walking by and with the oxygen tank on the walker and the beautiful blondes on both sides. It's just a matter of time before someone says, he must be a nice man. No, they're whores. Now, what happens? Prostitutes. Forgive me. Everyone's got a title, and I don't judge anybody. I'm a big fan of whores. Mary Magdalene was a whore. Did you know that? Mary Magdalene from the Bible. Jesus. I don't know if he ever fucked her. I never finished the book. But the big thing. Look, at some of you are laughing against your will. Fuck you. Okay. You came out to have a little fun. Relax. It's all right. You're not as sick as I am. It's fine. If I make any of you feel better that you're not me, that's good. That's what I'm trying to do for you. I like you. It's the Cape. It's the fucking like dead of winter down here. I told you there was no cops because they probably wanted to defund the police down here. Do you think that's a good idea? Defund the police? If they defunded the police when I was a kid, I would have been a criminal. I would have been out robbing banks and armored cars just like all my other dead friends. But I was afraid of being ass raped. Now, what happens? Don't you get cable down here at the fucking Cape? Good. It's all right. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh, yeah. Now, when you're a kid, if cops were chasing you, you know, they could shoot you. Now cops can't shoot you because they have they have the body cameras and it covers everything. And say someone knocks down your wife and takes off with a purse, and say someone knocks down your girlfriend and takes off with her purse. See, that's one laugh. That's all I wanted. That's all I needed for that joke. I've got like a core in here, you know. Some of you get every joke. The rest of you, it's like you're drowning in a fucking lake, and I'm going by in a boat going, pity. Now, what happens? Come on, I can't fucking educate and entertain at the same time, folks. You got to meet me halfway. You got to give just a fucking little. It's the music room in the Cape in the middle of fucking winter. Well, it's not the middle of winter anymore because it's May now. Yeah, May. Happy May Day, you fuckers. Look at you're wearing sweaters and everything. You're fucking freezing. Global warming. Fuck global warming. I want global warming. I want it 95, 100, 110. I want to see elderly people bursting into flames. Let them die with fucking dignity, for Christ's sakes. Global warming, twice the tan, half the time. Use your fucking head. So I took the test to be a cop because I flunked the post office and the fire exam. I figure I'll give it a shot. And I got a 98. They said, you can't be a cop. I said, why not? And they said, you don't speak Spanish. I said, por favor, mucho pleaso, I really need the job. And they didn't laugh a lot either, but I'm glad now because I don't think I have the honesty or the integrity it takes to be a good cop. You sent me on one of these drug stakeouts, I got kicking the door, there it is, 5 pounds of cocaine, pure uncut, 6 pounds of grass, $300,000 in cash, nude women dancing around with automatic weapons. I'm going to court the next day, say, Your Honor, I found this 6-pack and a couple of joints. That's all it was there. You don't believe me? Ask the girls. But defund the police, good God almighty. You know, in my neighborhood, when I was a kid, cops weren't like the cops today. Today, a lot of cops today. I'm sorry. Is something wrong? You okay? Oh no, I wasn't talking about. No, you're fine. It wasn't you. You're fine. You're very yes, you are. You're very attractive. And he's an attractive guy. And if you two have kids, they're going to be beautiful kids. And I'm not just saying it to make you feel good. I saw 2 ugly people yesterday. I went right up to them. I said, hey, you're not going to have any fucking children, are you? No, it's okay. It's all right. This is your show. I'm your little fucking joke monkey for a little bit longer. And then we bring out more people. It's fun. We have 70 comedians. There are more comedians. There are more comedians here than there are people. At the music room, at the Cape, in the fucking dead of winter. Well, anyway, when I was a kid, cops, they weren't like the cops today in shape. We were big, fat fucking cops eating pizzas and subs, a 6-pack on the fucking dashboard. We'd go running by, don't you make me fucking chase you, Lenny. You know, because in the old days, when I was a kid, they had a thing called a warning shot. Now, most of you are too young to remember this shit. But if you go on the interweb there and ticky, you can look this shit up. Warning shot. It was like, halt or I'll shoot. And they would shoot a bullet. Bang! You know, and evidently later the bullets were coming down and winging fucking elderly people and hitting kids in playgrounds and shit. So they had to put the kibosh on that. No more of that. But when I was a kid in Cambridge, it was entirely different. It was halt or I'll shoot. Bang! Bang! Now, I figure if I paint the picture, maybe that will help. But it's don't even worry about it. I'm glad you got tape of this. This is my last show. This is it. Lenny Clarke's last show in comedy at the fucking music room at the dead of winter at the Cape. Yeah. It's okay. It's all right. This is good. We'll market it. Be fucking fine. Good God almighty. I still have lead in my ass from where I got shot as a kid. And I have trouble with that TSA. Have any of you been molested by the TSA? You did? Yeah? Now, was it fun? No. It happened to me in Sarasota, Florida. Now, do you have a guy or a woman? Do you? A woman? Yeah. She probably liked you a little bit too much, right? No, I mean, I say that because I just filmed the movie last week down in Provincetown. And a lot of nice people in Provincetown. Very friendly. Some a little bit too fucking friendly. You know, I dropped my wallet. I kicked it to Truro. Now, what happens... Yeah, I mean, I couldn't get over it. Hey, John, how are you? You all right? Even Johnny Peasy's ignoring me. All right, doesn't matter. It's okay. I'll stay here and suffer the slings and arrows. But where was I? Does anyone remember? No, I got the what the tier. Thank you. Yeah, no, but you're all. Thank you all for helping. At least you care. You care enough to throw a guy a fucking bone because I'm like this because I had a stroke about a year and a half ago, and the doctor said it would affect my short-term memory. And I said, "Isn't that the one you need?" Oh, thank you. And you people in the back, you seem like nice people. And you'll probably get this like Wednesday. You go, fuck, I get it now. But right now, it does me no good now, You understand, Beth. It's okay. Yeah, look, it's all right. So the TSA, I'm down there, and I'm in Sarasota, Florida. And this guy comes up to me and taps me on the shoulder. He says, "Will you step out of line?" So I turn around, and there's this guy in a T-shirt and a bathing suit and flip-flops. I go, "Who are you?" He goes, "Oh, I'm TSA." I go, "You TSA? Where's your uniform?" "Well, yeah, I didn't wash it last time. My wife said I have to go to work anyway, so I'm here." "So what are you, like undercover TSA? What is it?" She said, "Please, sir, don't make this harder than it has to be." I said, "Okay." So I step out of line. He starts rubbing my tits. I'm going, "What test is this?" And he just keeps rubbing them. Now they're burning. I'm going, hey, change it up. So he sticks his hand on my pants. I go, "Ooh, now you're making Daddy happy. Oh, that's good. Oh, yeah. Oh, check him out." And now a crowd's gathering, and they realize it's me, and they're laughing. And I twirl real quick, and his hand goes to the back of my pants, and he's stuck, and his hand is down my ass, and he's rubbing. I'm walking away, and everyone's laughing, and I missed my flight. But, the thing is, just laugh at whatever point you want, because it's all mishmash now. Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you about the stroke, because I had a heart attack 2 weeks ago, but I don't want you to feel bad for me. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm at the end. I'm at the fucking end right now, yeah. I was on the, you see, let me tell you, we'll go to the marriage thing first. Being married, I married the girl from Alabama, and, being married to a coke dealer was a lot of fun. And it lasted for like 2 weeks, but I hung in there 8 years for the blow. And then after that, being married to a Playboy model was fantastic because I got to go to the Playboy Mansion. Now, I'm sure some of you in here must have been to the mansion. No? All right. Well, it's probably because you're down here at the Cape in the dead of winter and you don't even have inter-fucking-web. But you should work on that down here. It'll help you. You'll see more. But anyway, I went to the Playboy Mansion back in the heyday when Hugh Hefner had 7 girlfriends. 7 girlfriends. Elvis had 3, but Hef had 7. And they're all always gathered around him, laughing and giggling, and having the greatest fucking time. And if one of them had a fucking frown, they threw him right out of the limo, and they replaced him when they got back to the mansion. That's how it was done. But Hugh Hefner, oh my God, this guy knew how to live. And he had a magazine. Did they still have magazines down in the Cape? Well, no, I'm asking because I don't know what you've got down here. You know what I mean? It is, is this the entire town tonight? Did everyone make the show? Well, they sent the limo for us, and we went to this Hugh Hefner's Midsummer Night's Dream Party. This is a party where he spends $1 million decorating the pool, just the pool. Now, I know you people in Harwich and Yarmouth and Brewster, you've all been to much better fucking parties. But $1 million to decorate the pool. I could decorate the entire fucking Cape Cod seashore for $1 million. Are you shit me? So we're getting in a limo and we're driving out to the mansion. And my wife says, "You didn't read the invitation, did you?" I said, "I read the +1. That's all I need." And she says, No. Read more. I said, "Well, the attire for the evening will be pajamas." And she says, "You don't have pajamas." I had nice shirts and a slack on. And she says, "Well, you need pajamas." I said, "Baby, I'm from the housing projects. Housing project people don't have pajamas. Housing project pajamas like a spaghetti-stained wife beater and tighty whities. And you only hope there's not a fire or that will be your Christmas card for the next 10 fucking years." So, anyway, she said, "Well, you need pajamas." I said, "Okay, well, pull over at this Sears and Roebuck's." Now, Sears and Roebuck's, you're too young to remember, but it was like the superstore. It was like Amazon is today. Huge. And they had a giant fucking catalog. And you wouldn't know what a catalog is because you're too young. Like a phone book. You wouldn't know what a fucking phone book is either. You've got me at a disadvantage. I'm old. So now I went into Sears, and Sears, which was Sears and Roebuck's, one day Roebuck's went into Sears and said, you know, Sears, I'm going to take a vacation. He said, you should, Roebuck's. You've been working really hard. Go down to Bahamas. Take a couple weeks off. And the minute he left, he said, take that fucking Jew's name off the wall. Fuck him. He's dead to me. Another senseless Jew bashing. And it became Sears. So now, Sears was not a place you went to buy clothes, you know. You went to buy tools and lawnmowers and, yeah, shop vacs, all sorts. Shop, yeah, but not clothes. Unless you're a fat little fuck and your mother made you wear Huskies. Oh, that got a bigger laugh than I thought. Oh, you sons of bitches. You've been holding out on me. Oh, and I can be funny. I can be funny if you want. All right, guy goes into a library, says to the librarian, can I have a book on suicide? The librarian looks at him and goes, fuck you, you're not going to bring it back. Oh yeah, I could do the jokes, but you're highbrow. You're Cape Cod highbrow fucking people. So the Huskies was unbelievable. Ma, please don't make me put the Huskies on. Ma, I don't want to put the Huskies on, you fat little fuck. Now, I wore the Huskies, and I was that tarnished me for my whole fucking life. And a lot of you people probably haven't thought of that in 40 fucking years. Those Huskies and how bad it was to wear them. Because once you put them on, they were like on you forever. You know, you'd go to school, people go, "Hey, you fat fucking Husky," you know, and you couldn't get the tag off, even with pliers and saws and fucking acid. You know, they should use those on the space shuttle instead of the tiles, the Husky fucking patches, because that would go through re-entry and everything. I'm losing you. All right, so now I go to the pajama department, and there's only one pair of pajamas. It's a one size fits all. It's Sears, after all. And this is 35 years ago. So I wear them out, and the guy goes, "You going to wear those out of the store?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "What do you want me to do with your old clothes?" I go, "I don't give a shit. Burn them. I'm going to the Playboy Mansion." She said, "Can I come?" I said, "I would take you, but last pair of pajamas." So I go out. And my wife goes, "That's what you're wearing?" I said, "The tag says pajamas. The invitation says pajamas. These are pajamas." So we go up to the Playboy Mansion. And the Playboy Mansion is located in Hombley Hills, which is an exclusive section of Beverly Hills. Now, Beverly Hills, you all know, is rich, rich, rich. Hombley Hills is so fucking rich, they don't let these people die. I mean, it's unbelievable. There's no security because there's so much money. And all the Playboy Mansion is this big, big chunk of land in Hombley Hills with a gate around it. And you pull up to a rock, and the rock says, "Name?" And I said, "Lenny Clark." And they go, "You're not on the list." I go, "Fuck, tell them who you are, honey." So my wife tells them, and the gates open. And as the gates open, there are birds of prey, and doves, and cockatoos, and macaws, and peacocks. And on this side are cougars, and mountain lions, and cheetahs. And when the gates open, they run over, and they kill all the fucking birds. And there's feathers flying everywhere. And I roll up the window, because I don't want them on my new pajamas. And you get up, first time I was ever around fuck you money. And, you know, because if you get up to the mansion, you say, "Hef, I didn't like what was happening with the birds," he'd go, "Fuck you." So now I'm up there, and all the girls from the magazine, Miss January, oh, she was stunning. Miss October and Miss July, oh, my God, my power tool went off. So now I'm listening to my wife screaming at me, and out comes Hugh Hefner. And he's not walking, he's like floating. And he's got the silk pajamas on and the smoking jacket and a pipe. I think it was crack. I'm pretty sure he was smoking crack in that pipe. And he came up and he said, "Are you having fun, Lenny?" I went, "Oh, my God, he knows my fucking name." You know, I said, "Oh, Hef, oh, Hugh, Hef, Hugh. Yeah, yes. I just met twins. They still had that new car smell." And he looked at me kind of like you look. He says, "Try to have fun, Lenny." I said, "Oh, I will." So now that marriage was fucking doomed. That was gone. And then I did what we all do when we get divorced. I got involved with another woman right away. She was tall, dark, brunette, gorgeous, dumb as a box of rocks. Just what you're looking for in a rebound. And we moved to New Hampshire. Now, if your life is bad, you're going through troubles and everything sucks, move to New Hampshire. All your problems will seem fucking pea-sized. Yeah. I mean, New Hampshire, think about it. These people are proud of New Hampshire. Live free or die. That's a big, live free or die. Think about that just for a second. Live free or die? I think I'd pay a little. Now, what happened? Look at the people around you, not even getting a sniff of that. You see what I'm fucking working with? It's okay. So we're in New Hampshire, We're in like a log cabin in a town that began with an X, I think. And we drive in through the woods to get to our house, about a mile in, and then you had to stop and you had to hike like a half a mile more to get to the log cabin. And I'm in that fucking place, and she could tell that I wanted to break up with her. Yeah, I don't know. They have fucking radar or something, because every morning I would get up and I'd see the sunrise and I go, could I make it to the highway before dark? Because I don't want to end up like half spurred. Anyway, what happens? So she says, Lenny, if you leave me, I get half of everything you own. I go, what are you talking about? She says, it's common law marriage in New Hampshire. We've been together for 8 months. If you leave me, I get half of everything you own. I go, wait a minute. First of all, common law to who? I mean, I guarantee you a guy did not write that fucking law. And for you must know, the Jew got 3/4 of everything I fucking had. And the rest I invested in cocaine, which is why I have this Tony Montana Scarface table in this fucking log cabin. And she's, that's another, you're doing too much cocaine. I married my dealer. That should have been a fucking red flag right there. She says, well, you have to decide, the cocaine or me. I said, do you want a line for the road? So now, that marriage is done. And now I'm on my, I like to refer to my last marriage. Everything okay? All right, brother. So now, rapper, gets a fucking rap star. He is. You didn't know that, but I'm giving you the, oh yeah, big fucking rap star. And, and he's white too, so that'll probably hold him back a while. But, and then he'll fucking burst onto the scene as, you'll hear him, you'll think he's black, and you'll go, he's fucking white. And he'll probably, market it right. You could fucking make millions. Anyway, where was I now? Yeah, all right, okay, thank you so much. Why, where would I be without you? For God's sakes. No, I know, are you married to that big guy? That's your guy? All right, and are you with this lady over here? Yeah, things going all right? Because you seem far away. No, I mean, I'm not fucking with you. Look at you. You're a giant fucking guy. You can't even jerk off. You rip your dick right out of its socket. Big fucking arms. He's laughing because it's a compliment. Some people know how to take compliments. You ever walk down the street, say hi to someone not doing as good as you, tried you hello, and they walk by you, and you go, I'll never say hi to a stranger again. Not me. I'll follow the guy for blocks. Hey, I'm talking to you, asshole. I'm trying to be nice. I'll follow you home. I'll kill your whole fucking family. Dennis, I was in Harvard Square the other day, and there was this woman. She looked just like Elizabeth Warren, but in Harvard Square, they all look like Elizabeth Warren. And you could smell the misery seeping out of her, But I figure I'll cheer her up. And I said, don't you look nice today? She said, what do you mean by that? And I said, okay, you got me. You're fucking hideous. Everyone hates you. Watch the truck. Boom. Now, what happens? Oh, yeah. Women, sometimes because of this Me Too woke shit, you can't compliment women. Say, look at you women tonight. You all look great. You did your hair, your makeup, your nails, you dressed up. You look fucking great. And who tells you that? No one. You say to your husband, how do I look? Because we don't want trouble. We don't know what we're going to say. But you like my hair like this? Yeah. I hate it like this. Oh, fuck. Well, yeah, I hate it like that, too. Really? You're a fucking liar. He goes, and that's a good marriage. Now, what happens, oh, yeah, my good God almighty. My where was I, the second marriage? No. What? The stroke. Oh, that was before. Yeah, I look good for a stroke victim, yeah. I had a heart attack 2 weeks ago. How about that? Oh, yeah. Compliments. There you go. That came to me when you said that I look good for a stroke victim. Yeah. Yeah, it is the short term. It's fuck. See, you see how I'm afflicted. I'm afflicted. A lot of you people may not be afflicted, but, some people get that Alzheimer's. They say, what's that? That's when you forget things. I go, what's the downside? Fuck. Some of you, I'd like to bottle you up and shake you up and squirt you out on the others. Yeah. I'm in Miami. I'm shooting a movie. Thanks, Johnny. Yeah. I'm shooting a movie, and this woman comes out walks by the movie set, and she's gorgeous. I mean, everyone stops. The cameraman, the sound guy, oh, and she said, hello. And I said, well, hello. She said, nice day. As I said, it just got nicer. And speaking of nice, may I say you've got the nicest tits in all of Miami Beach. And she slapped me. So I pushed her in the pool. Fuck her. Hey, I was trying to be nice. Guys know how to take a compliment. You go up to a guy and go, hey, nice dick. He'll go, hey, thanks very much. How about these balls? Same size, nice texture. I had a good doctor when I was a baby. Poor Jim Gaffney, you waited years for this, Jim, and this is what you get. Oh, yeah, you and your beautiful wife. No, but listen, where can I go now? Yeah, just end. Look at that guy. I don't trust him. I'm not getting off until he comes back out here. He could be back there laying in wait. He was back there laying in wait. Oh, my God. Well, my girlfriend's getting pregnant. I want to be there when it happens tonight, so. I have a friend, Jimmy. We've been friends for maybe 30 years now. And this is a joke I told Bill Belichick, and the son of a bitch. He had me come down and speak to the team during Spygate, and everything was going good, and I told this joke, and the whole room went dead. And I go, fellas, come on, that's my favorite joke. I've been telling that 40 fucking years. He goes, Coach told us the joke the other day. I go, what? We're here because you were stealing signs. Now you're stealing my jokes? What kind of fucking guy are you, Belichick? You prick. This kid comes home from school, walks by his mother, goes into the living room and says, Dad, I think I'm a moron. He said, don't talk like that, son. You're a good boy. What's wrong? Well, the teacher's asking questions in school. I'm falling behind. All the kids are doing better than me. I don't think I'm going to make it. He says, calm down. It's all right. Run one of the questions by me. He said, okay, what's the difference between hypothetically and realistically? And the father goes, Jesus, that's a pretty good question. He goes, go out in the kitchen, ask your mother if she'd have sex with a total stranger for $1 million. So he goes, hey, Mom, would you have sex with a total stranger for $1 million? She thinks about it. He goes, you know, son, I would. He goes, Mom, Dad, Mom said she would. He goes, okay, calm down. Go upstairs, ask your 18-year-old sister if she'd have sex with a total stranger for $2 million. So he runs upstairs, kicks her door, goes, hey, sis, would you have sex with a total stranger for $2 million? She says, in a heartbeat. So he goes, Dad, they both said they do it. He says, okay. Hypothetically, we're sitting on $3 million. Realistically, we're living with a couple of whores. Hey, you people have been a wonderful, wonderful crowd. Stick around, enjoy Jimmy Shubert. You're going to have a ball. Good night.
One more time for Mr. Lenny Clark, everybody. Now, by applause, how many year-round residents here of the Cape? By applause. Okay. So we're going to be doing comedy here Sunday nights. Our next one's May 22nd, and I just want to let you know, spread the word around, and we're going to have the best, the very best of Boston comedy. Every show you see going to be top-notch, best of Boston comedians. So, what's that? I like that. Hey, get him buy that guy a drink on me. Give him the best water we have on tap. Anyway, you got one more comic. Are you ready for your final comedian, everybody? Are you ready? Now, this gentleman here, you've probably seen him on Kings and Queens, Law and Order, and travels all over the country doing comedy. He's been all over the world doing comedy. And I brought him in from L.A., to do this show here tonight. There you go, right? Okay? Yeah. So without further ado, you're going to love this guy. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mr. Jimmy Shubert, everybody. Let him know.
Johnny Peasy, come on. Keep it going for Johnny Peasy. Mr. Lenny Clark, John Parada, keep it going for yourselves. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming out. Look at you folks out here, no masks on. I love it. Thank God, I hate those fucking masks. You ever drink coffee all day and sneeze into one of those things? That's the new shit in your pants right there. So, I got to go home and change my mask. I flew yesterday for the first time. What have we learned the last 2 years? My life depends on people being smart. I'm kind of fucked. You know, other people walking around with their nose hanging over the top of the mask. It's like, what game are you playing? That's like putting a condom over your balls. That's not going to do you any good whatsoever. Flew up here on Wednesday at an exit row, which is nice. You get the extra leg room, but Jesus, they won't even let you sit there unless you answer the questions. You're willing and prepared to help in case of emergency. I need a yes. Like, hold on for a minute. What kind of emergency you plan on having? And where the fuck are you going to be during the emergency? Because I'm just here for the extra leg room. I'm not really a first responder. You know, I got zero training. I'm supposed to get 137 people off the plane after something really bad happens. You know, after you charge me for everything, I'm supposed to work there for the next 3.5 hours. Yeah. If I'm willing to help. Yeah, I'm willing to help. If anything goes wrong, I'll be the first motherfucker through that door. Everybody, follow me. I don't know you. I don't know you people. It's just ridiculous. They're gonna blame me. Because I get on the plane to come up here. This woman gets on the plane with a cat, and the cat had this little orange vest on it that said "therapy cat." Is that where we're at as a species? You know, like I can't get through my day without my therapy cat. He calms me down. I go, yeah, I get it, lady. Being a grown-up blows, huh? You don't think we all want something furry to pet when shit gets hairy? But you're on an airplane, you lunatic. And if the 9 prescription pill bottles in your purse ain't getting you there, I hardly think the therapy cat's going to take you over the top. Look, I love animals. I would never drag a cat onto an airplane. We're talking about an animal that freaks out over a vacuum cleaner. I mean, how the fuck you think he's going to handle a 737, huh? Sure enough, the plane takes off, the cabin decompresses, the poor cat starts losing his shit. Hey, lady, I know how to tell you this, but your therapy cat's having a nervous breakdown. Oh, sure, you're fine, but your therapy cat's having a conniption. Now, what does he get? A therapy mouse? CNI chicken? I mean, how long before these little goats and tiny ponies run up and down the aisle between the beverage service so everybody feels good about flying to Boston? Why don't we just tear out the back 3 rows and put a petting zoo back there? So on your way to use the restroom, you could hug a goat. Who's flying the plane to LaGuardia? Old McDonald's? What are we on? EIO Airlines? Holy shit. And even before the pandemic, I mean, the pandemic just made people nuttier, but even before, a woman got thrown off an American Airlines flight. She had an emotional support pig. A fucking pig. They made it all the way onto the aircraft. I mean, you know, you're checking in with the pig. Nobody's saying anything. You're going through TSA with the pig. That's fine. Bring him through. I got to take off my shoes, but the pig's okay. It's just a matter of time for someone shows up at the airport with a 36-gallon aquarium. Excuse me. These are my comfort fish. They keep me calm when I fly. Pardon me, I think I got a middle seat. Excuse me. Pardon me. You know, God forbid we hit a little bit of turbulence on the way in. Next thing you know, we're all in the middle of a wet T-shirt contest having sushi for lunch because you're afraid to fly, you fucking pussy. What happened to us? I blame the airlines. You know, they just charge you for everything. You got to pay for your bag, got to buy your lunch, onboard Wi-Fi, priority boarding, priority seating. I mean, I'm surprised you don't get airborne. They walk down the aisle and go, all right, people, let's go. Gas money. Fucking gas money. I paid for my bag. I bought my lunch. Yeah, it's a new thing we're doing called fuck the customer. Let's go. Gas money, we don't land this bitch. Like, all right, here's some gas money. Is the cabin pressurization, is that still complimentary? I read an article that said the airline industry as a whole has made $52 billion just in extra fees. That's a lot of money. You know, you figured the least you could do is put a normal-sized toilet on the goddamn airplane? I gotta pee like fucking Quasimodo so you can squeeze another 3 people in there? I'm a normal-sized man. I'm not a Chinese acrobat. I'm not a yoga instructor. God forbid you gotta do anything besides the number 1 in there. You know? What are you doing, downward facing dump truck? I just don't want to get stuck in that tiny room. You land, you're going to pry me out of there with the jaws of life. Just trying to take a shit, for God's sakes. Prisoners have a better shitting situation than you do on an airplane. You know. Don't get me wrong, people. I'm not talking about a medical alert dog. You know, my friend has one of those. He happens to be prone to seizures. Like if he goes into a seizure and falls, that medical alert dog springs into action, grabs him by the collar, drags him away from the wall so it doesn't bang his head. It loosens his shoelaces, takes off his shoes, gets him a cold compress and a cup of coffee, and calls his wife and tells her it happened again, he fell, you know. Those are highly trained animals. My point is, people, there are no medical alert cats, is what I'm fucking getting at. Try having an epileptic seizure next to a cat. He'll walk away like he doesn't even know you. And then he'll play with your shoelaces for 20 minutes while you lay there and do the 911 shuffle. He'll rifle your wallet, jump on the internet, order 900 cans of premium tuna from Japan on your debit card, and then wake your ass up and blame it on the dog. See, because cats are untrustworthy as a species. That's why they're always hiding. Because they did something wrong, and they know it. So I don't know what this whole therapy cat scam you're trying to run on the rest of us is. I mean, maybe it's the only thing that will hang out with you because you're such a fucking nutbag cat. Although I'm sure you probably couldn't fit all that on the vest. And on behalf of everybody on the airplane who's allergic to cat dander, don't mind us as our eyes swell shut and we struggle to breathe. As long as you and Mr. Mittens are having a good time on your way to visit your sister in Lynn, you selfish twat. Sorry, I didn't mean to say selfish. But you know what I'm saying. Still. Does this mean next time I fly, I could bring my companion? Drinky time squirrel. Hey, keeps me company so I don't have to drink alone. I mean, he doesn't have a vest or anything, but he is wearing a tank top that says Spring Break 2017 on. He just climbs up on my shoulder with a straw. And me and Drinky Time just blowing through those Southwest drink coupons. Hey, it makes about as much sense as a fucking therapy cat. You know. Oh, no, now that I think about it, the pig thing, you know, the pig thing does have merit. What if they gave everybody a little pig as you're getting on an airplane? Yeah, this little piggy sitting first class. This little piggy sitting in premium plus. This little piggy sitting all the way in the back of the plane. I mean, what Muslim jihadi is going to hijack that aircraft on the outside chance you get a little pig's blood on you? Goodbye, 72 virgins. Now you're just a douchebag like everybody else. Sometimes you got to fight fire with pork. That's all I'm saying. I mean, people are allergic to cats. That's all I'm saying. I mean, Jesus, lady, while you're at it, why don't you crack open a party-sized bag of peanuts? Huh? That way the family in row 27 is to reach over and hit little Tristan in the left thigh with an EpiPen to keep her from going into anaphylactic shock. And we got to divert the aircraft and land in Atlanta and spend 3 hours on the tarmac until little Tristan's head swells down to a normal size. Because I got nothing better to do with my afternoon, watch Tristan's head expand and shrink at the sight of a peanut. Now, I don't know what the fuck happened to the peanut. It was fine. For a long time, it was fine. George Washington Carver does some impressive work with the peanut and its various uses. And now it's public enemy number one. I got 6 brothers. If I couldn't eat peanut butter and jelly, I would have starved to death when I was 9 years old. You bring a peanut butter and jelly sandwich to school now, they will charge you with attempted murder, assault and battery with a peanut butter and jelly. That's an A and B with a PB and J. It's a pretty serious charge. I don't even know what's going on with this generation, these frail little Fabergé eggs you people are raising. You can't even fucking tease these kids. They bruise like a banana. Gotta bring a fucking gun to school. You gotta bring a gun to school, little asshole. It's gonna jar a Jif Extra Crunchy, undo the lid, fucking lob it into the cafeteria. You're bound to get 4 or 5 of them who aren't paying attention. That's right, get your EpiPen out, motherfucker. Shit's about to get real up in this piece. No, I only do that bit to bring awareness to food allergies. Because it is life and death for some people. I just have a problem when they go after Mr. Peanut. I had that toy when I was a kid, and I have a great affection for him. He was a very dapper fellow. He had the top hat, the little monocle, the walking stick. They tried to murder him 2 Super Bowls ago. Cancel culture went after him. Snapped his walking stick, ripped his monocle out, took his top hat. I just saw him downtown Boston sucking cock for drug money. He's a shell of his former self. What they did to that man, just trying to make a living. That's the dumbest joke I do. But I ain't quitting on it. I like that joke. And it stays. Are they charging you out here for your grocery bags yet? Yeah, what are you paying, a dime? Yeah, that's what I said. I said, I got to pay the dime for the bag. And they said, because the dolphin got one stuck in his blowhole. I go, yeah, but I didn't do it. Why do I got to pay the dime? I didn't do it. Very responsible with my plastic. So you mean in the store where I can buy a pound of ham and have it put in a plastic bag? I can buy plastic sandwich bags and plastic trash bags and a plastic container filled with almond milk. But you can't give me a fucking plastic bag to take all my plastic fucking home with me that I just bought at your fucking store. I'm going to be honest, 10 cents isn't really much of a deterrent. I mean, let's say I was going to do some nefarious shit with the grocery bags. That wouldn't stop me. Here, here's $2. Give me 20 bags. Keep the groceries. Give me the bags right now. You grab the bags, you drive to the beach, put on a scuba mask and some swim fins, and swim out and just start jamming them into a dolphin's blowhole. Take that, Flipper. And people are freaking out on the beach going, it's cool, everybody. I paid the dime. I do whatever the fuck I want with these bags. I paid the dime. Now, I see the way you're looking at me. Look, I know we're trying to save the planet. I got the fucking cloth bags. You know where they're at every time I stop by the supermarket? At home, on top of my refrigerator, right where I left them. Because God forbid you make an unplanned stop by the fucking supermarket. I got to drive 20 miles back to get the bags, and 20 miles back. It's going to ruin the environment faster. Me driving back and forth to get the bags or the fucking bag itself. I mean, how many dumb things do we got to do to save the planet? I mean, we're the only species that goes into the woods and cuts down the trees, and we turn that lumber into pulp, and we make paper products out of the pulp. And then we write, save the trees on the paper. You know, you go to the bathroom, use the restroom at the airport. All the bathrooms automated. I said to the guy, I said, why is the bathroom automated like that? He goes, because it saves water. I said, apparently, you've never been in the bathroom. You walk in one of those bathrooms, the door closes, all the toilets flush in unison. You walk over the stall, you close the door, the toilet flushes. You sit down and take a shit, the toilet flushes. I mean, is there anything more obnoxious than taking a shit with wet balls? All of a sudden, my testicles are an episode of Deadliest Catch. I'm just trying to relax and launch a sewer pickle, for God's sakes. But it's a public restroom. A guy comes in and starts talking to me. He goes, hey, how you doing? Good, how you doing? He goes, what are you doing later? Want to grab some lunch? I'm like, yeah, fuck it, we get a sandwich after this if you want to. He goes, hey, I got to call you back. This asshole in the next stall keeps answering all my questions. I go, well, you're the jackass who walked in the bathroom talking on your phone like you're just going to back one out and have a full-on conversation with your buddy, you needy fuck. You can't find 10 minutes to take a shit like a normal person. And then this guy just opens a bilge pump. I mean, the noises coming out of this guy's ass. It sounded like a homicide was being committed in the next stall. I couldn't take it. I finally yelled over the top, "Hey, chew your food, will you? You fucking animal." Now I'm finished with my business. Now you need the toilet to flush. Now, no matter what you do, it won't flush. The turd's just circling the bowl, eyeballing you. You gotta reach down and flush it by hand anyway. And then you come out to wash your hands, and the fucking soap dispenser doesn't fucking work. The sink works great, but the soap, there's nothing. Come on, I gotta walk all the way down here to this sink where the soap works great, but the sink won't fucking engage. Fuck, I gotta walk back down here to this sink. Jesus, people. We're talking about a flush, a twist, and a push. I'm so glad they automated those activities. It was exhausting, shitting in public with the flushing and the hitting the soap dispenser. We're living in the future. We're living in the future. This is really some futuristic shit. Toilets that flush by themselves. This is just like the fucking Jetsons. Meanwhile, none of it fucking works. Millions of dollars. None of it works. How much dumb shit do we need? Huh? I was getting ready tonight. I was watching Shark Tank. Had an episode on. They were running a marathon. Had an episode. The guy's on there trying to get the investors to invest in a lock. It wasn't a key lock. It was a digital lock. He had it on a tool shed. He put his fingerprint on the lock. It read his fingerprint. The lock pops open. And one of the investors said, "That's the greatest thing I've ever seen." And I'm going, not one of them asked the guy, what happens if the criminal has a bolt cutter? I mean, it's a fucking lock. I don't care if you open with a key or a fingerprint. I'm worried about the bolt cutter. That's how they fucking rob, with a bolt cutter. More importantly, what if they want you with that tool shed bad enough, they take the bolt cutter, clip off your finger, put your finger on the lock pops open, and now you're laying there bleeding at the socket that they cut the finger off. And you got to lay there like a little bitch and watch your fingers squirming around on the ground while they steal your leaf blower, your miter box, your rake, your lawnmower. Like 45 minutes goes by before you can grab your finger and run to the hospital to see if they can save it. But they can't. Too much time has gone by. It's a dead finger. So now they have to cut off your left big toe and put it where your finger used to be. And now you can't even use the lock because it's a toe. It's not even a finger. And for those reasons, I'm out. I can't get behind your stupid lock project. Yeah, it's all like, it's all like all this self-service fucking shit. I hate it. And they use this as an excuse not to give you any more customer service. It's funny. I was just staying in Boca, and a buddy let me stay at his house. As fire up another cigarette. You'll be all right. No, but in Boca, and I decided as a gift, I'm going to get him a dozen assorted bagels. Threw a couple onion bagels in there, a couple poppy seed, a couple, cinnamon raisin, a couple plain, a couple leg bagels. And as the afterthought, I said, what? Let me get 2 everything bagels, too. You know what the guy did? He threw the everything bagels in with the other bagels. You don't fucking do that. I don't even work at a bagel store. I know you don't do that. You have to put them in a separate bag because the everything bagel likes to force itself on the other bagels. It's like the Harvey Weinstein of bagels. It's an obnoxious bagel. It's like the Jehovah's Witness of bagels. You accept onion and garlic as your Lord and seasoning? If the everything bagel was a kid, it would get sent home from school with a note. Just everything doesn't play well with the other bagels. Because the everything gets all over it. You might as well have just have bought 12 fucking everything bagels. By the way, who's doing that anyway? Who's getting up in the morning, first thing, and just shoving onion and garlic into your mouth? Huh? Why even brush your teeth? Why even use a mouthwash if that's what you're going to do? I personally like the cinnamon raisin. I like a toasted golden brown. I like the Irish Kerrygold butter on it. And here you're all set for that cinnamon raisin bite. Here we go. This is going to be delicious. And all the onion and garlic from the everything bagels all underneath it. Yeah. Oh, Jesus, you talk about ruining a bite. It's like going down an unannounced pre-op transsexual. You know? It'll piss you off enough to put somebody in a headlock and pop the wig off it. You know who started all that self-service shit, Johnny? Fucking Subway. With all the questions. You want red pepper? You want green pepper? You want yellow pepper? You want sweet pepper? You want hot pepper? You want banana pepper? You want jalapeno pepper? You want salt and pepper? Hey! You keep peppering these questions, and I'm going to go back there and smack that paper hat off your greasy head. How am I supposed to eat fresh when it takes 30 minutes to order a fucking sandwich? Put the ingredients and put a big number right next to it. Give me the number right. This back and forth isn't working for me. I don't even know how Subway's still in business, to tell you the truth. It's the number one sandwich franchise in the country, but it's shit. They're getting sued because their tuna fish is only 5% tuna. Only 5% of the tuna is actually fucking tuna fish. You think that'd be a big deal? No. 100% of samples tested positive for chicken, pork, and beef DNA. So is it tuna? Well, it looks like tuna. It's not what I asked you. It's a little bit of everything. Good. And why don't you put a fucking big slab of it on an everything bagel, and we'll call it a fucking crapshoot. We'll call it everything but tuna. How about that? And that's not even, because I Googled it. You know they're getting sued? Because remember their foot-long sub was only 10 inches? I know you girls are used to being lied to about a couple inches here and there. But when I paid for 12 inches, I won 12 inches. Am I right, ladies? Yeah, they were shorting you a couple inches on the foot long. And then I read the other thing is they were putting an ingredient in their freshly baked bread that was used to make yoga mats and plastic shoes. Remember that? I said to the guy, I said, what do you put in the bread? He goes, our company's into recycling. So I'm supposed to feel better about the fact that I'm chewing on some dirty old hippies repurposed flip-flop. You just go put the meatball sandwich in the sandal and hand it over the counter. And let's not forget about your fourth scandal, huh? Your formerly fat pedophile spokesperson, Jared, who's now doing 33 years in a federal penitentiary for touching fucking children. How is Subway even in business? How the fuck are they even in business? You know what pisses me off? Because last time I was there, I was in the Republic of California, and they wouldn't give me a plastic straw because a turtle got one stuck in his nose. Yeah, fuck that turtle. I had a plastic straw stuck in my nose for about 7 years, and no one gave a shit about me. All right, that turtle has to hit bottom and get himself to a meeting. I couldn't get a fucking plastic straw, but I could get a tuna sub, hold the tuna with extra chicken, pork, and beef on a 10-inch whole wheat yoga mat roll with a red pepper, a green pepper, a sweet pepper, a hot pepper, all endorsed by a formerly fat pedophile spokesperson, Jared, whose asshole now looks like Yogi Berra's catcher's mitt after he caught Don Larson's perfect game in the 1956 World Series. That was okay. That would have been okay. That was okay. I hope you people are having a good time. If you're not, you can always Yelp me. If you're going to Yelp me, get my name right. It's Larry the Cable Guy. What's with all the Yelping? There's a lot of reviewing going on. A lot of underqualified critics out there. Everything reviewing everything. You know, their last drunken swing through the Taco Bell to people sneezing. Today, a man sneezed next to me, and I didn't appreciate his reaction to the environment. I mean, how long before we start yelping each other, huh? Bob's a real fucking asshole. He's got a lazy eye, a club foot, and really bad halitosis. I give Bob 2 stars as a person. Is that where we're at now? Is that what's going to happen? I mean, because the people that are like these they come across like the rest. I go, do you ever work in the restaurant industry? No. You ever go to culinary school? No. Like everybody's a critic. You know, everybody's reviewing restaurants now. I mean, I'd at least listen to a fat guy because they know about food. But I mean, everybody else. I used Yelp one time. I'm sorry if you like Yelp. I can tell you do. I can't bring myself to give a shit what the local hipster idiot with the Don Quixote beard stash thinks about the quality of the Saigon cinnamon in his local trendy overpriced coffee house. Last time I used Yelp, there was a review on there. This woman was reviewing this breakfast/bakery joint in my neighborhood. She went on there. She wrote 16 paragraphs because she had a dry blueberry muffin. Who's got that kind of time? I get halfway fucking through this review. I'm going, hey, Marcel Proust, are we still talking about muffins here? We into the 5th chapter of Remembrance of All Things Past. Because if one of these muffins starts talking about itself in the third person, I'm out of here. Jesus, people, it's just fucking food. Relax, will you? Your garbage disposal eats better than 40% of the people in the free world. Try to just be grateful, huh? This guy forgot your side of pickle. You want to destroy a sandwich franchise. It's just breakfast. I was a little disappointed with breakfast. Oh, shit. Here comes War and Peace. They were the best of eggs. They were the worst of eggs. I thought the egg yolks could have been 3 degrees cooler, given the barometric pressure and the fact that it's been a dry fall, considering we're in the middle of a drought. Hey, Tolstoy, let's wrap it up. I got a line out front and it's starting to drizzle. Yeah. And, just eat the food. You don't have to review it. Nobody needs your Yelp. You know? Well, a lot of women are taking pictures of their food. You should just eat it, you know? I mean, how much information do we need to know about people now? You know? It's you. You wouldn't take a picture of your shit, girls, and post that online, would you? Well, that's what your food is. It's a before picture of your shit. And I see that, I go, oh, that looks like it's going to be a little greasy. That looks like a whole roll of Charmin and a hot shower after you fucking drop that deuce. I mean, how much information? Yeah, this week on the Jimmy Schubert Show, I'm going to swallow a tiny camera, and you're all going to take a ride through a lower intestine, and whoever gets the correct amount of polyps gets 4 free tickets to my next show. I mean, I think it's a little much. I mean, never before in the history of the world have so many unlived lives been so well documented. Here's another thing you shouldn't take pictures of, fellas. You should stop taking dick pics, all right? There's nothing women can do with that. It's just going to look like a shaved chicken. I get it. You want to do a photo shoot with your penis. Who doesn't? I would say just hire a professional. I would go black and white for the artistic merits, and I would, like a Robert Mapplethorpe exhibit, I would film it like they filmed Tom Cruise. I would shoot up on it so it looks bigger. I mean, you know, if I was going to do it, that's the way I would do it. That's how I know. That's how I know that this smartphone, that's whatever, because it's a smartphone. Because if they call it what it really is, you wouldn't fucking use it. Hey, go get a dumb phone. You seen people on them, they just turn into fucking idiots. Like, sir, you're standing at the entrance to the escalator. I'm playing Angry Birds. Yeah, there's a couple Angry Birds. Get the fuck out of the way. Look up and live. What is going on, people? We're human beings. We're the product of 3.8 million years of evolutionary success. We walk upright. We have opposable thumbs. This device comes along. Now we're all working our way back down the evolutionary ladder. My whole life's in here. Everything's in here. I got to tweet. I got to take pictures of my food. boom, hit by a truck. Because that's what happens when you give an idiot a smartphone. It fucking kills them. It's not going to make a difference. In 10 years, we're all going to have brain tumors in the exact shape of an iPhone 11 Max. I don't know what happened. Let me explain it to you. You held this machine next to your head for a good portion of the day because you couldn't shut the fuck up for 15 minutes, and this machine kicks off enough radiation to shoot a signal into space and bounce it off a satellite hundreds of thousands of miles away, and then that signal comes right back down next to your head. You think that's good? Look at you people. It's already fucking too late for some of you. Look, you just, no, not my smartphone. I sleep with my smartphone. Relax, people. I'm not trying to run through your bubble garden with a pin. I'm just saying this technology, it's a little beyond your capability. This is alien technology. This shit right here was reverse engineered up that spacecraft that crashed in Roswell in 1947. It took us idiots 40 years to figure out how to make the microprocessor small enough to fit in the palm of our hand and push millions of pieces of information on these tiny silicone chips that were also reverse engineered off that same spacecraft. Aliens use this technology to navigate the galaxy. And we get our grubby little primate fingers on it. What do? We take pictures of our genitals and send it to each other. Hey, here's my cock. Okay, send me your tits. Hey, easy, Senator. Easy, Senator. Oh, the guy can make policy that affects my life, but he can't be trusted naked in front of the mirror with a fucking camera phone because likes to only Twitter a picture of his penis to the entire world. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys have really been an awesome audience. No, because we were sold out tonight, and I said no, Johnny, we're not. I said I only want about 17 people with the toughest sense of humor allowed in here tonight. Anybody can make a room full of people fucking laugh. You guys have been a lot of fun. Thank you very much, Gunnar.
One more time for Mr. Jimmy Schubert, everybody. Keep it going for Lenny Clark. Johnny Parada. And I've been your host all night, Johnny Peasy. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you on May 22nd. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell everybody in the neighborhood, come on down. We'll see you then. Thank you very much.
All right, let's hear it for the Boston Legends Comedy Show. Don't forget to check the Music Room Facebook page and musicroomcapecod.com for upcoming shows. Next Friday, the Music Room welcomes the Linda Ronstadt Experience. And Friday, the Midtown Horns will be here. Stick around for some great live music tonight with Nautilus.